The Lizzo lawsuit leaves lecturing media at a loss. And it kind of leaves me at a loss at the way they're responding to this. They're actually being balanced in their reporting, which is weird for me to see from the mainstream media. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. An announced lawsuit against singer Lizzo has led to an unexpected change in how the media is handling the situation. Last week, the news shocked many as several former performers who had worked with the pop star singer Lizzo filed a legal case against her and her management. The lawsuit alleged instances of sexual harassment and a hostile work environment by three former backup dancers. The allegations included claims of racial insensitivity and body shaming experiences. These claims were surprising given that Lizzo is a well known performer who is herself visibly plus size and a person of color. The former backup dancers are accusing Lizzo and her team of engaging in abusive behavior, and there are some scandalous details involved. However, the interesting aspect here is the restrained approach adopted by the media. While the news outlets have reported on the lawsuit and its details, they have notably refrained from taking a moralizing tone. Unlike usual reports that often include broader societal discussions, the coverage lacks any extended commentary on the state of the country or the significance of this case, which is really, really strange for the mainstream media. We know how they push their woke agendas and stuff like that. But instead, what we are witnessing is a more rational and controlled approach by the media, devoid of assumptions and filled with careful language such as allegedly or suspected of and claimed to have done. For the most part, the press is maintaining a professional demeanor, which is quite unusual in such cases. The reason behind this measured reporting is quite valid. Both the accusers and the accused in the lawsuit fall within protected categories, making it challenging for the media to take a strong stance. Typically, accusations of sexual harassment spark outrage from the media, but in this case, with women on both sides, the media is faced with the paradox related to the believe all women sentiment. Similarly, the claims of racial harassment are complex due to the involvement of individuals of color on both sides. This scenario, which could typically trigger outrage, is not fitting the expected narrative. Even the accusations of body shaming faces complications. Lizzo is known for promoting body positivity and dignity among plus size performers. She has previously received media support against criticisms of her weight. The revelation that people within her own circle may have experienced body shaming contradicts this narrative, leaving journalists puzzled about how to address this aspect. The presence of balanced demographics in this lawsuit has resulted in a relatively subdued media reaction. It's challenging to take sides when both sides have factors that could generate sympathy. How can reporters and commentators respond when confronted with a lawsuit involving sexual harassment, racial tensions, and body shaming without resorting to the usual social commentary? In this case, they are left with no choice but to engage in straightforward and professional reporting. I mean, I can't believe that I'm actually saying this, but that is exactly what's going on. Well, almost as if newsrooms are grappling with disappointment because by taking up the cause of oppressed individuals, they find themselves criticizing members of the same protected groups. The contrast in the reports of this lawsuit highlights how the media typically approaches such cases. Instead of explicitly asserting guilt, the assumed innocence is usually sidelined as the severity of the allegations is deemed sufficient. Typically, writers and commentators use veiled language like, if these allegations are true, this would be yet another instance of, followed by discussions of the injustices within the case. While this approach is a bit evasive, it has become the norm in media reporting. The unique alignment of individuals in this case prevents the media from following these familiar practices. Consequently, we see more objective and professional reporting. However, it's unfortunate that it takes unsavory incidents involving members of protected classes on either side to prompt the media to adopt a more professionally acceptable approach. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.